Greetings. As always, I am Big Will.
I am JDubbs.
And this is the
Bears
Broz
Broz
Podcast.
Hey, where's the shirt? Did your wife's car eat another shirt? Do you know how expensive this merchandise is?
Gosh,
Where is the shirt?
I decided to rep my favorite player of all time, Brian Urlacher, so I chose not to wear the shirt today.
Okay, I'm gonna.
It's at my house. It's all ready.
Okay, because like you are now 3 shirts deep into this. But anyway,
I've worn one. I don't have to wear a shirt every week.
Yes, you do. It was in the
Fair
contract.
enough.
That's why you don't get.
I
a
did
paycheck.
not read the fine print.
That's why you don't get a paycheck. And
All right.
when do I get a necklace and earrings?
So when you step up your game, because just because you ain't got the swag like me.
Okay. But anyways, hey, listen, ladies and gentlemen, we're here. We're live from the.
I know we said we were going to start at 4:00, but he's got
dinner to go to.
I got to go to my kids' concert, so we decided to start a little early. Please bear with us on this episode.
I see what you did there. Bear with us. I see what you did.
Hey, I got to bust out the flame.
Right. Wait.
On this episode, we're going to talk about, now that we're less than a month away from the draft, we're going to talk about our takes on what we want to see, our opinions on the free agents we picked up, and the stadium.
And we're also a month away from my first ever colonoscopy.
I can't knock it. I've already started talking to my doctor about the butt scope, but
I'm rubbed off on them.
But
Anyway.
of course, I gotta open up my Monsters of the Midway juice for my cup. And are you gonna open up yours since you didn't want an energy drink?
So he brought me a Smart Water. I'm starting to see
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, I figured maybe it'll help you out a little bit.
Probably not, because unless this is vodka,
But
not that I drink a lot.
you previously asked. Bam!
Whoa! What is that?
I
That shit.
had my coworker Kim make you one since you asked for one.
Hey,
And
coworker Kim.
I got the white with the black. You got the black with the white. We got to keep it Dalmatian. So,
You appreciate it.
so, all right. So, how are you feeling with the draft coming up?
Oh. Funny thing is, I like this mug. Hold on.
Cold water, dude.
Oh, well. It's not Smart Water.
Probably not.
It's high quality H2O. Seeing how that Thursday I will be, cleaning my system out for my colonoscopy the next day. I am excited for the draft because I don't think Ryan Poles, or I don't think Ryan Poles was dumb for not jumping all over a Max Crosby or this high profile. And I think he's biding his time. And I think we're going to kill it in the draft. Whether, we move up in the draft, I just think we're going to kill it in the draft.
Do you want us to try moving up in the draft? Like, I don't know if you've watched any of the stuff that I've sent you or seen anything that's all over social media. Is there any player that, like, remember how I wanted us to go get Ashton Genty last year? And boy, am I glad we stayed where we were and drafted Colston Loveland, even though we should have. The guy we drafted instead of Tyler Warren?
Yeah, I'm still wondering why we didn't get Tyler Warren. But anyways,
have you seen his workout videos for getting ready for season 2?
He's like
everybody's putting in the work. Caleb's already
like me in the gym. Anyway,
sorry, that'd be the laugh. But is there anybody you've seen that you say, "Hey, Ryan, call somebody in the top 10"?
So actually, the latest one you sent me, I forget his name. Sorry, the guy from Ohio State, the Beast. I think he's an edge.
The
last guy,
Caden McDonald. Yes. Or are you talking about the linebacker Sonny Styles?
Well, because you send me 1,500 prospects a goddamn day, I will have to look it up,
dude.
Hold on. Right there. I'm sorry, Reuben Bain.
Oh,
I'm sorry, for Miami.
For Miami. I saw some clips from Miami's pro day, which Chicago, I believe Ryan Poles was there, and they were talking about how Ryan Poles was at Michigan's pro day last year, and it may tip the cap of what direction or what school we're looking at for the first round, because he was there and he was also at Alabama's pro day. Even though to me, pro days make no sense whatsoever. It's not that they shouldn't exist, but how are you going to understand how a player is going to interact with prospects not from their school? That's what the combine is for.
And plus, for me, I don't know. I've always thought like all that shit was, okay, you're going to sit here, you're going to watch a quarterback drop back, and there's just going to be a broom or something in his way. I mean, why don't you actually do like a small, like 3-on-3 drill to see if that quarterback, can fit that throw in, or let's see how this wide receiver can do against actual coverage. I'm just saying, I don't know. I think it's pretty stupid.
And like I said, if you're throwing to different receivers, you're going to know how a guy works with, if the receiver's too fast for him, if he doesn't run fast enough, how does he adjust to the receiver itself? Where a pro day is basically fabricated.
Right.
I mean, look, how many times have you seen a prospect? Anthony Richardson, perfect example. He threw like an 80-yard throw, and everybody lost their mind because of how he did during the pro day.
And then he goes into the pros. But correct me if I'm wrong, isn't that what the Senior Bowl is? I mean, unless you're in the national championship or however the college, whatever, isn't the pro day, or I'm sorry, the Senior Bowl, isn't it where all the seniors?
Yes. I mean, obviously, you're not going to get all the prospects because some leave their junior year if they declare. But to me, that's what the combine is. The combine is a job interview for the NFL. You interview with the teams, and then you run the test. If you don't want to run a test because you're injured, fine, that makes absolute sense. And then say, look at the game tape. But I'm not going to run the 40 because I'm going to run it at my pro day. I'm not going to throw because I'm going to throw at my pro day because I want to throw to my players, not a guy from Ohio State who may become your teammate because he's drafted in a later round and you're throwing to him. Or
no, agreed. And to be honest, really, like, you're having somebody run a 40-yard dash, that's great. But there's nothing. I mean, I understand you want to see how fast people are. I get that. But if there's nobody in that person's way, how, like Tyreek Hill, I mean, people play 20 yards off him. He's not going to. I'm just saying, I get what you're saying, and I agree. I would like to see a more, I don't know, like I said, like a 3-on-3. I mean, I'm not saying, somebody come in and kill the quarterback, but let's see how that quarterback does against an actual bull rush.
Your offensive line, you put an offensive lineman in front of the quarterback and see how he blocks the receiver. Obviously, it's kind of like practice when you got red shirt that you can't hit the quarterback, but can you get to the quarterback while you've got a offensive lineman right in front of you?
No, exactly. And I mean, I don't know what you could do about the running back, but like, is he going to hit the hole or, the wide receiver? Yeah, it's great that the wide receiver can do, a 20-yard square, a post, but what happens if there's a defender on him?
Yeah.
I'm just saying. So I don't know. And I'm just going to say this. Marvin Harrison Jr., highly talented prospect coming out, went to the Cardinals.
Did nothing on. And there's a prime example as well, because he did nothing at the combine and he did nothing on his pro day. So, you've got my tape to look at, and how did that work out for him?
Exactly. I'm literally just saying, like, this is one of the few times that we're absolutely on the same page. I absolutely agree.
Whoa, are you feeling okay? Did you slip something in the water?
No, I slipped something. But no, I absolutely. Oh my God, this, like you said, Anthony Richardson, great talent. He
was in
Florida, right? He was from Florida.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
He threw the ball 80 yards. That's great, but you see what he did in the pros.
Not a damn thing. And now he's searching for a new team because his current team wanted nothing to do with him and replaced him with Grandpa Joe.
Reminds me.
Oh no, correction. With Indiana Jones.
Reminds me of that running back. I think he went to Indianapolis, then he went to he was a journeyman. He was highly touted coming out of college, and I cannot think of his name, but I will eventually. And he just sucked in the pros. He just sucked.
Well, there's many examples.
No, I know, but it was recent, in the last 8 years.
The drills for running backs, I can understand that because you got to see how they cut and everything. And some of the drills that they have receivers do, because like they pointed out when I was actually watching the combine for receivers, you want to see how they're going to hold on to the ball, not he catches it and then throws it away because he's got to catch from here, here. That makes no sense because you're throwing him the ball and then you can't see if he's going to hold on to the ball while he's running down the field.
Good point.
And so
I think that particular drill, just my opinion, I think it's so stupid. Okay, catch here. Then you know what's coming here, and you know what's going there. I mean, I'm just saying, why don't you just put, you got a ton of prospects there. Put a DB out there. I'm not saying go and kill each other.
Or at least somebody with either the pad so when you catch it you bang into somebody, are you going to hold on to the ball? Yeah. Which is a key thing for a tight end who a lot of their receptions are in the middle of the field. So you want to know, are they going to hold on to the ball? If they're hit by a safety, are they the defenseless receiver, which, yeah. Yes, there's examples where defenseless receiver, but they get too comfortable with that rule. But so back to the subject at hand. With the draft, what position so far with what the free agents we've brought in, what players we've kept, what players have walked, so on and so forth. If you were Ryan Poles, what is the number one position you're looking at for our first round pick?
So we got
if we stay at 25, move up, trade out, who is your first pick?
So we got our safety.
Yes.
J.R. Johnson should be healthy enough to come back.
Same with Kyler Gordon. So Spider-Man and number 9. No, number 9's going. Sorry. Yeah.
So we got our linebackers now in Devin Bush and TJ Edwards, and we also brought back
if he comes
Jack Sanborn.
Yes.
You know what? I'm thinking that we're still going to hit up free agency. I know that we brought in some people. I know we brought in some guy. Remember, I sent it to you. I'm like, who the hell is this guy? Whatever. I would look at a nasty 300-pound defensive tackle that just wants to lay fucking people out. And I'm going to tell you why. I think I said this on previous shows. You put a defensive tackle. Sorry, Grady Jarrett wasn't it. Eventually, you're going to start double teaming him. So what's that going to do? It's going to leave Montez Sweat. It's going to leave Austin Booker, your guy, to close in. And when we got C.J. Gardner, Minshew, Johnson, fuck off list, what happened his first play on defense? Grady Jarrett up the middle went in for a sack.
Yeah, and I believe it resulted in him getting an interception in that first game.
I'm just saying, you put pressure on the court. You could put Smoking Joe back there for 8 hours, and if he doesn't get touched, he's not going to care. But once you start closing that pocket, now if the quarterback avoids the rush, then okay, I get that. But you close that pocket.
That's why the Rams had so much success with Aaron Donald in there because one, you were worried about him because he was a freak of nature, but then it opened up all of their edge rushers, and that's why Leonard Floyd, there was discussion of him being a bust in Chicago. He goes to L.A. and wins a chip.
He's a slow journeyman, but with the right coaching, that I think he, hey, let's bring him back.
Be okay with it if he fits Dennis Allen's scheme.
I think he would,
because I think he's smart enough to get who he needs to be there.
Yep.
Whether it be we bring in Cam Jordan if he decides not to retire or go back to the Saints on
But is it worth is it worth bringing a Hall of Fame quarterback or a Hall of Fame defensive end for 1 year? Is it worth it?
Yes.
Okay.
And here's why. Caleb's still on a rookie contract.
Yep. And he's going to get
a bag. And he's got financial, just like how he did with his rookie contract, of the things that he wanted to do. He knows business. His dad, I believe, is a lawyer, but don't quote me on it. And so if you want to maximize our window, do it with your quarterback on a rookie contract. Because ask the Seattle Seahawks how their championship after they won the Super Bowl went after they paid Russ a bag.
Mm-hmm.
Legion of Boom fell apart. They couldn't afford to keep Marshawn. They lost pieces. Same thing with the Chiefs. They paid Patrick Mahomes a bag, and you lose Tyreek Hill because he wanted his money. You ain't got it. I'm still wondering how the hell the Ravens are going to do it, because they paid Trey Hendrickson with that dog shit effort of I have no problem saying that. The Ravens, I hope it blows up in their face.
It will.
Because, and I didn't mention this last week, I feel bad for Trey Hendrickson for two reasons. Because one, he's going to have a season of a lifetime to say, you picked the right guy. He definitely has to outdo Max, because if he doesn't, they're going to say, did we make a mistake? Which I think is going to happen, because I have never. How did that work out for the Bengals defense when they had such a high-powered offense of Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins? You had Joe Mixon, and your defense was dog shit.
Mm-hmm.
That is what we're trying to avoid. We've got the offensive firepower now. It has always been defense, and our offense came along for the ride. Now it's our offense is stepping up, and our defense has to come along for the ride, because what was it, 23 takeaways? Or how we led the league in takeaways, and it didn't do anything because it didn't count when we needed them to.
So, but I have a question though. Okay, let's just say, I mean, you make a very valid point. I mean, Caleb Williams is going to get paid. He's going to get paid. But okay, so Cam Jordan, if he has 1 year, let's just say his cost is $12 million. I don't know what it is. If I did, on
a 1 year, and the only way he gets another year is, one, if you know for a fact he wants to play that long, and two, if he's healthy enough, because he could be what you got with Grady Jarrett.
So just dumb question. Let's just do basic math. Cam Jordan 1 year, $15 million. Let's just say, okay, basic math. Leonard Floyd 3 years or 2 years for $15 million. I mean, how many times have you seen in pro sports an ageless wonder play 1 year and then done? I'm just asking.
The only example I can think of is Von Miller. When he went to the Rams, he won the championship there after winning with Denver. Hopefully your wife does not hear what I'm about to say. Peyton
Manning. Yeah, she's watching. She heard. Trust me.
I mean, great. If I had to start an organization, he would be the quarterback I would mold after. And just like the clips I've seen of his son, Marshall, you might as well just book him the number 1 overall pick with whatever school he decides to go to. In what? He's now entering high school. So you figure in 8 years, because he's going to be like every other Manning of staying the 4 years, which he should.
Yep.
Unless he's off the chart. But no offense to Coop. With Arch,
I think Archie Manning was overrated, but whatever. But then again, could we do with that pressure of the grandfather, the uncle? I'm just saying.
For Peyton,
I know
the Mannings would be.
I'm just saying though. Imagine imagine you being 19-year-old kid playing for Texas, and you got your Hall of Fame uncle, you got your Hall of Fame dad, you got your Hall of Fame
your eventual, yeah.
I'm just saying.
Gosh, damn.
So, but with that, I gotta take a quick second. This week we made our first sale of our merch. Got to give a shout out to my good friend Andrew Michael. We call him Birdman. Not the Birdman from the NBA.
It's the word. Yes, I went there. I had to.
Word is word. But Andrew Michael, if
thank you. Let's raise a glass to him. He's our first merch.
But if there was
besides ourselves, because I ended up having to be one because I lost my wife's car.
Oh, here we go, my wife's car. But anyways, if there was such a thing as a friend who supports other friends' merchandise, Andrew Michael would be a first round pick, in my opinion. So, Andrew, thank you very much. Appreciate everything that you do for us.
Absolutely, thank you.
And he said he was going to get a tattoo somewhere over our logo, but I'm not really. I don't know. We'll see about that.
That's a you and him thing. So, all right.
But yeah. So no, I really just think like.
But again, back to the question. So you want us to
a nasty defensive tackle who's because if Booker and Sweat are on the ends and you get a defensive tackle, ooh man, have you ever seen the movie? Remember the Titans?
Oh yeah.
Okay, you remember the white linebacker when he said,
plastic. That was his last name.
No, the white linebacker. He was the
Bertier.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gary Bertier. Remember when he said, you block just one time when you wake up, you're going to need a new haircut.
Yes.
Now, just imagine Devin Bush gets this awesome opportunity to rekindle his greatness. Let's just say
I think he's going to.
Yeah, I mean, if there's a line of, imagine just bam, and Jack Sanborn's coming back. I'm just saying,
and who knows who we draft because I've gone on record saying that either Jacob Rodriguez or Anthony Hill Jr. in the second round at linebacker to replace Edwards because he's coming off an injury, so we don't know what we're getting. And having him and Sanborn and Noah Sewell coming off the bench wouldn't be that bad of a deal.
Yeah.
So I'm so torn though. To me, it all depends. I don't want us to trade up unless there's a home run pick, because I sent you an idea. I'm gonna put this out there. I'm probably gonna get mocked by different people.
Who cares?
The Arizona Cardinals need a quarterback. Yes, they went and I don't even know who they got anymore. There was word they wanted Tyson Bagent. So you trade Tyson Bagent, TJ Edwards, the 25th pick, and maybe another pick, however many it'll take, to take the number 3 from the Arizona Cardinals and draft Sonny Styles.
Okay, so I'm sorry.
And
like I said, you send me 1,500. Who was Sonny Styles?
He was the freak of nature from the combine. He basically for his position had the top stats. He had the top vertical, top 40-yard dash. He did all the drills, the best ever.
Position.
He's a linebacker,
okay.
But he can be an edge because they said that he can play defensive. He's more like Micah Parsons,
okay,
where he can play either edge or he's a linebacker.
So if you want to send that package to Arizona, okay, you. Not only do you got to get the third round, the number 3 overall pick. I know we wouldn't get Harrison. That's fine. We don't need Trey McBride. But who's the other wide receiver there? Ask that in return as well.
But if you're getting the number 3, because that's a big leap from 25 to 3.
Lot, though.
But not really, because you're giving
up greedy.
You're giving up the linebacker you're replacing because we are benefiting from it. You're getting getting rid of the linebacker he would replace because he would become Bush's tag team partner. You're giving them the quarterback supposedly they're interested in Tyson Bagent.
Yeah.
And
well, let's be honest, he could start. And he even said, "Listen, if you want to trade me, trade me.
Put in the right offense.
But if you want me here, I'm going to do everything I possibly can." So I don't know. I'm just saying,
but
yeah.
And if the Jets don't take Styles with the number 2 pick, which is possible, and even if they do, the second guy, Arvel, the edge rusher from Ohio State. I just drawn a blank on his name. Would be those are the only two players I can see us trading up for. I know some say, "Oh, we can trade up and try to get Jeremiah Love." We don't need a running back enough to make that much of a trade and give away part of our future.
No. But I see where you're going, and yeah, I mean,
here's one concern I have from the news that came out in the NFL yesterday, that the Cleveland Browns have changed the language in Myles Garrett's contract, and some people think that this may result in him being traded, and that the Bears may end up getting him. What worries me about that is the Cleveland Browns are the ones that also made a campaign to the NFL to be able to trade up to 5 first-round picks like the NBA does.
Okay.
Do you want to give up 5 first-round picks for Myles Garrett?
Nope.
And it's the thing that worries me of the team that makes that request has a very highly touted player, and you don't you make that trade and give away our future.
No, and anybody who gives up 5 first-round picks is
for a 31.
Yeah,
I'm not even sure how old Myles Garrett is, but the fact of he is at the wrong age to give up that much draft capital. No matter what record he broke, yeah, if he's on a contender, who knows how it'll work.
It just reminds me, I hate to say, our beloved coach, Mike Ditka, when he was with the Saints, gave up all of them picks. I mean, I'm just saying that was like, and so he was with the Saints. Who did he give the picks to?
No.
Was it the No. It was whoever. Of course, I don't care what the GM was doing that day. He was like, wait a minute, 5 first-round picks?
Well,
ask
the Browns about what they gave up to draft RG3 to the Rams. Did that work out for him?
Washington.
No, that's right. Because who the hell did the Cleveland give up a bunch of picks to? My week has been fried of trying to
Johnny Manziel.
No, because he was a mid pick.
Okay.
All right. Well, before we get too far off topic, have you seen the renderings for the stadium?
So before we came on the show, you had asked me what I thought of it, and I told you, with all of this AI, which obviously was really funny because not too long ago, the other podcast, JK's, did a show on AI. I did not know what to think of it. I did not know, is it true? Because there are people on Facebook in multiple groups that say, like the one you sent me, the Bears are trading the Saints player.
Oh yeah,
Alvin Kamara, and
we were going to trade for made a trade with the Chargers for Alvin Kamara, and last time I knew, Alvin Kamara played for the New Orleans Saints.
So the top of your text was, I thought he played for the Saints. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? So, but when I saw, I'm like, is this another bullshit thing? But then we were talking about it pre-game here, or pre-show.
Yes.
I like the idea, but I was thinking, because even if we did, I was thinking about this the other day, and we'll come right back to the same. Even if we did move to Indiana, right? Are we going to not love our Bears? Are we not going to watch the games?
I can't speak for people from the Chicago area because I'm not from there. I'm a Bears fan from upstate New York. I've been a New Yorker my entire life. I saw the Super Bowl shuffle when I was 10 years old, or almost 10. I became a fan. They kicked the crap out of the Patriots in the Super Bowl. I've been a fan ever since. So them being in Chicago means nothing to me. And that might sound harsh. Hopefully for the residents of the Chicago area, hopefully it doesn't, because There's a lot of people job-wise that are going to be affected by it. But the fact of the matter is, if they move to Arlington Heights, they're actually going to be closer in Indiana than they are going to be in Arlington Heights. Are you telling me Giants fans are going to stop rooting for them because they're in New Jersey?
Right.
You're telling me Jets fans. The only ones that make sense to me completely is I watch Unsportsmanlike every day.
Okay.
And there is one of the members of the show, Michelle Smallman, is from St. Louis. So she absolutely despises the LA Rams because they moved to a whole other side of the country. So that would be like people that were Brooklyn Dodgers fans that refused to root for the LA Dodgers because they left and went across the country. That one makes sense. But
if you're a fan, if you are a fan, that's why I was asking you. Let's just say we did move to Gary, Indiana. Are you and I going to be here every Sunday being like, yeah, fuck this shit? Or are we going to be like, or are we just going to start drinking? Or I start drinking? Are we going to? Sorry, I mean, it was good luck for a while.
The only part that would bug me is if they ended up having to change the name.
Oh,
that's the only way that it would frustrate me because one, I don't want to have to get more.
But basically, we would still be a fan,
yes.
And it would not deteriorate us from cheering on our beloved Bears.
Yes, that is absolutely correct.
All I'm saying.
But what are your thoughts of the way the new stadium renderings look?
Well,
because supposedly some architectural firm in the Chicago area decided to make renderings at the request of an unknown source, which makes me think it's kind of like the Ravens thought twice about making the Crosby trade. The McCaskies don't want to leave Chicago.
So, yeah, I was trying to find it, but, we text so much. But
it looks cool to me.
That's true.
If it is true, it looks like almost like they're representing the beam.
Okay. But, I mean, I'm just saying it's 2026. The Chicago Bears used to have one of the most oldest stadiums, old Soldier Field.
They've had to renovate more once before.
I'm just saying you got to change with the times. So, if the Bears make a new stadium, do whatever it is that this day and age does. I mean, we don't have a say in it. Just keep it Soldier Field. Don't do. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to just diss any company, but the LA Rams and the Chargers play in SoFi Stadium. I mean, don't let the investor. The Chicago Bears have played in Soldier Field. Soldier Field.
I mean, if they build a new stadium, that's cool. But
Soldier Field.
Keep it. I'd like to see them keep it in Illinois. The Arlington Heights isn't that bad of a thing, but here's how I look at it.
Soldier Field.
Exactly. It makes everybody happy. You stay at home.
Mm-hmm.
You just renovate your house. Because, I mean, how can you look at that and say that I wouldn't want to go see a game there? That's what it supposedly looks like from the inside. And, I mean, that would be cool because obviously somebody decided to do that for a reason.
Yep.
You just say, you know what? I'm just going to make a decision out of nowhere to create a rendering of if we renovated Soldier Field.
And you know what? Let's say, because obviously you showed the picture, let's say the stadium is a sure thing and it has a dome.
Mm-hmm.
Super Bowls,
just WrestleMania.
Man, I mean,
as a wrestling fan, I mean, even though WWE tickets are, that's a subject that I also want to discuss with you one day because it's going to be a topic on my other show, the Pins and Wins, how pro sports teams and the WWE are pricing out their
ridiculous.
Yeah.
But however, so okay, I don't want. We can make a whole another show.
Yeah, absolutely. We got off season to film.
Let's quickly look at SoFi Stadium. $1.5 billion. No wonder a hot dog is $22. I don't know if it really is, but
I remember when the AT&T Stadium first was created, they said it cost $60 for a pizza. $60 for a pizza. I'm sorry. That better like feed itself to me.
Yeah, probably like this big. I mean, I'm going to tell you. So my first trip to Yankee Stadium was back in 2002. Okay, 2003. A beer about this size. Okay, it was $7. I'm like, I don't care.
99 burger.
I would hate
like $20.
I would hate to see, because here's my opinion. I don't want to go out. I know we're limited on time. If I'm going to go to a game, I want to enjoy myself, but I don't want. And yes, we have money. I get that, but I don't want to be like, God damn, it's $22.
I have to take out a small loan to go.
No, but like so my wife and I we go out to eat a lot to many places, and I am one like, if I spend $20, I want, in my opinion, I want $20 worth of food. I don't want. There's been many times I'll be like, fuck, this sucks, but I just don't understand how a family of 4 can go to any type of a game and enjoy themselves unless. Yeah, I think it's ridiculous.
Unless they've like won the tickets or they have money. There's no way to do so where you can go to a game.
Well, perfect example. When we went to the Bears preseason game, my wife's one of her best friends, they gave us the tickets. They weren't going to the preseason. They didn't want to go. We went, and I'm like, oh, this is really nice. Didn't know you had to pay for parking. $60 for parking. I was like,
okay,
yeah.
I'm going to talk about this on the other show as well, but the lady that drove us that we tailgated with, her and her son, they had to pay $8,000 a seat for the personal licensing agreement. $8,000 a seat, and that's not the price of the ticket. That's just to say, this is my seat.
I know nobody can see, but my eyes twitching. What?
Yeah. And they had to space it out. They're paying for it up until like December. But she told me, and she sent me the statistics for it because of the fact that I wanted to talk about it. I'm not going to get her in trouble by mentioning her name because I don't know how the NFL reacts to people, sharing information like that. But she said, so for the past few years, I have paid $450 for 2 season tickets and parking combined. Now, she's been a season ticket holder for the Buffalo Bills. She got the tickets from her father. She has been going to games for 50 years. So parking combined. For the new stadium, my seats are $8,000 a seat for the personal seating license, and I have 2 seats. PSL, for what I have seen, start at $5,000 a seat for the cheap seats and go towards $20,000 to $25,000 for the suites and club seats. Now her tickets, $8,000 just for the licensing. Her tickets are $731, and that includes the parking. Parking went from $50 to put your vehicle in a parking spot, went from $50 to $80 for the parking. So tickets are about $300 more, $150 each. For something she has done religiously. It is what she does. That's how she, she doesn't do, go out and stuff like that. She doesn't go on vacations. That is her thing. And she's been doing years. I wanted to take my son to WrestleMania 40 in Philadelphia. I went to WrestleMania 32 in Dallas.
I remember.
Because a buddy of mine bought my ticket when they first went on sale. And he got my ticket for $100 and change for 1 ticket. We had great seats. WrestleMania 32, WrestleMania 40. But when we first went on there, my wife and I went on and looked. The cheap seats were almost in the 4-digit range. We watched it at home.
Yeah, I mean,
because I couldn't afford it.
But that's what I'm saying, though. Like, and we got lucky when we went to Buffalo. because we had made plans that we were going to tailgate, and my wife and I got there first, and I had said, listen, we're screwed because they tell you where to park, but lo and behold, you park first. But I'm like, but you still have to pay for parking. I was just like, I mean, whatever, it is what it is, but
just to put your vehicle in a spot, and so you might get me heated because last week it was
so that was my fault. Okay, always blame the white guy. And his last name is Will White.
Now I'm gonna have people like, but we're hoping to go to the Bears game this year. I'll be honest with you, I'm afraid I'm not going to be able to because I don't want to have to take out a small loan just to be able to buy the tickets to get there and not even be a decent seat.
Yep. Yeah, that's I mean, let me just clarify. So when I say that we have money, I mean, I'm not saying like I don't mean that in a like a narcissistic way. I'm just saying had we have not gotten the tickets, I would not have probably have gone because I don't think you should be paying that fucking price for anything, let alone, I mean, nowadays every kid can go on any type of a tablet or a phone or this or that and watch their favorite athlete, actor, actress, it don't matter. But you're going to charge an arm and a leg, and it's ridiculous.
Heaven forbid it's an NBA game and with the load management.
Yeah, that would. Yeah, and you go to say, and that's why.
How pissed would you be? You pay like a life savings amount of money to go see the Bears play the Buffalo Bills, and Caleb Williams decided to say, you know what, I don't feel like playing today, so I'm gonna sit just because I can.
And that's why Kobe Bryant said he would play her because But yeah, we should do a show on all that.
Yes, absolutely. Because
you really do. I feel you're radiating again. Damn, dude.
I am kind of radiating. I've been slimming down. I'm on a weight loss journey, and it's starting to work.
You look incredible.
Thank you. You don't look so bad yourself.
If I was gay, I'd hit you up. I mean, $20. So. So we actually have we're almost ready to. I don't know how much time we got. You're in charge.
We got about 10 minutes.
10 minutes, okay.
Actually, no, we got a couple of minutes left. So
should we get our special guest to talk?
Yes.
Okay. Let me.
Yes. We got to pay some bills.
Yeah. So we do. We're going to promote a great product. However, Will and I, we suck at the delivery, so we had to go out and recruit my wife, who she will be coming on real soon to tell you about this incredible. And
you got to give her credit because she's still dealing with an injury.
Oh yeah,
you took her off the PUP list.
She's off the PUP list. So any minute, it's a great company. So we're just waiting for her. Had to fly her in. She was at home.
But we're not going to pull a Ravens and fly her in. We're going to meet her at the gate, and
You gave me a great idea. I'll talk to you off camera, but we're going to need your way.
It still blows my mind that they did that shit. I couldn't see Ryan Poles doing that, of letting Max in the building for 5 hours and just
yeah.
And Ben Johnson dapping him up and saying, what? On second thought, we're gonna pass.
So I just
thanks, but no thanks.
Got the notification. The limo. We had to bring her in first class.
Went to pick her up at the airport.
Yep, went to go pick her up at the airport.
We're putting out the red carpet in 3, 2, 1.
You're never gonna time it. There she is.
It's almost there.
They let me out of the basement to tell you about this great product from Chicago. It's a family-owned business. Big Fork Brands. They sell Chicago sauce, fry sauce, jerky, bacon sausage, and little nuggets of sausage. So their website is bigforkbrands.com. Go on there and put the promo code
BBROZ20.
and get 20% off. And these guys will also get a 20% commission on every sale that is made. This is pretty tasty on sausage, hot dogs. So go on there, check it out, and the prices are reasonable. Have a good day. Basement.
It's too funny. Oh boy. Oh.
Hurry.
I say we're flying her in on a jet. She's like, from the basement.
That's like a Lifetime movie network special.
But you know what? I think if there's no major moves next week, I think we should talk about the outrageous. Yeah, that's work. That can wait.
Talk about the outrageous price.
Yeah, why don't we just give a little spoiler? If you're up for it, if there's no
absolutely.
why don't we talk about how hard it is for individuals to go see a game?
Absolutely. I'm all in favor of that because I remember being a kid going to Yankee Stadium and it was a fun event because you could afford it.
Yep.
Obviously, I've never been to a pro football game until the last couple of years, but the tickets were present.
Yep.
So, I mean, teams need to stop doing that because you're making enough money with TV deals. I don't know if that's why they're doing it because you've got Netflix now, you've got Amazon, and all of them are making so much money. You do not need to price out your fans in-house. It's called home field advantage for a reason. It ain't going to be an advantage if nobody can afford to be there.
But you know what, though? We know it as well. Every basketball arena is people, there's concerts. Like Syracuse Orange Dome, they host monster trucks. I know because I've been to several. However,
took my mom to the Ice Capades or Disney.
But there's concerts, there's comedians, there's acts. I'm just saying.
And you can't tell me there's any players that have been brought in to the point of you've got to raise the price. Yeah. I know inflation is a thing, but stop making it where your fans can afford to be a fan. You know, we already got to pay who knows how much to be able to watch it on TV. I have not been able to see a Yankee game for the last couple of years because I can't afford the services that have the Yes Network, and there's no streaming services that have it. I have Hulu Live. I haven't seen a Yankee game. Yesterday, the opening day was the first time I've seen a Yankee game outside of the playoffs. Go ahead.
You know how we watch the Bears game every week?
Yes, but I'm going to be straight honest. With all I pay for all of the other streaming services, can't afford it.
Get room and get that $30. Gotcha. I got you. We'll talk.
All right. So once again, to our viewers, hit the like, smash button. You know, I appreciate all that have checked into our live event.
I was playing rock, paper, scissors by myself. Familiar emotion.
From what I hear, you play with yourself a lot.
Familiar emotion.
But I am Big Will.
I am JDubbs.
And we are the Bears Broz Podcast. Peace.
Not working on gang sites this week. Ever. It's going to pull a gun like Plexico.
Stop talking about the guns. You're going to get canceled. We're not John Morant.
Oh, wow.